Hey guys, it's Empress Shay Shay. How you doing? I'm sorry I haven't been on to finish up the signs, but I have to. I had to really go within. I had a trying week this week, and I had to really go in and really think about some things. Um, I want to talk about our black men. That came to me in my meditation earlier. I do a lot of reading, and the readings that I do, these women go out on a limb, and you can hear their sincerity. And they go out on a limb to do all that they can to please the black man, or their most. I'm speaking to black men because that's what that's the ones that we're speaking on in my readings. Not to down black men, but these black men say that they want a good woman. What is the definition of a good woman? Please leave it in the comment section. What is the definition of a good woman? These women tell me they love on their man, they show them affection, they put them first, they cook, they clean, they have sex with them. They do all these idealistic things. And to some of these men, that's still not enough. Guys, I went through a marriage, and I keep telling you guys that I'm not trying to harbor on the past or make nobody feel sorry for me, but it keeps coming back up in my readings. And I always tell you guys, I'm going to let you know in order to understand to get you through what you're going through. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a counselor. Okay? Use your own discernment. Empress Shay Shay can only tell you what she's been through. I can't speak for everybody else. But from what I understand, a black man, to me, my understanding is why all the control. Why is the need to control everything and then control your women? When you see clearly that you have the upper hand, why would you try to devalue your woman in order to say you have the control? Okay? I don't understand that. People tell me how they do everything that these people, they submit, they do all this. It's still not enough. I really think that it's not just black men, but all men have an unrealistic expectation based on gender and race. That's what I think. But it's mainly often men of color. You know? And I feel that it could be arguable, you know? But I feel that many men struggle with the ideal of being vulnerable and sharing their emotions. And I think that's the bottom line and the problem with these men going into these relationships. Some men grew up as sensitive boys. They often subject to ridicule if they show their feelings. Or you a man, you can't show your feelings. Or you a man, you can't cry. So they get ridiculed for that. Called soft pussies. I feel that black men face a more unique challenge than most men. I think black men mainly pride themselves on their looks and how their body look. Or maybe that's how society sees them. So they have no reason but to see themselves like that. And they rarely even pride themselves on their intellect and their emotional intelligence. Because these things in the black man's community are deemed as being soft. Okay? So that's why a lot of black men suffer with an identity crisis. Because I'm not going to show my emotional intelligence. I'm not going to show my intellect. I'm going to mask it with being overly masculine, overly controlling. And I'm going to tell you something else that the Holy Spirit is telling me. A lot of black men, and men period, but mainly our black men, have not been told how to process or talk about their emotional experiences. So that makes them further isolate themselves, be angry, and have resentment for maybe their childhood, their past, of how they deal with future relationships. And for these type of men, it creates emotional vitality. And I'm going to tell you what it's doing. They manifesting. What is manifesting in them is to shut down in relationships and friendships. They don't even want you to buddy with them, to be friends with them. They manifest their own demise, basically. Because they manifest in an outward expression of anger, aggression, maybe sometimes even fucking violence. That's why a lot of men are abusive. They have to learn natural and healthy expressions of their emotions. You know, when I first came on YouTube, I made a video because I made that video of emotions. How can you... I don't like it when people say, you need to handle your emotions. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to people taking you out of character, when it comes to allowing others to make you angry for no apparent reason, I call it poking the bear. Okay? Picking at you to create an argument for whatever reason. Okay? I can see you holding back your emotions on that. Not allowing anyone to make you come out of character because you have control of you. Okay? But the bottom line is when you are faced with adversities in a conversation and you're not prepared or looking forward to address certain things, and someone come at you with certain things, you look like you can't help but show emotions because you're not dead. Only a dead person don't feel. And if you're not allowed to feel in a relationship, well, then that relationship is not for you. Because showing healthy emotions is just as much as important as showing boundaries. It's showing that you have core values, all of that. But what I have a problem with is when, after you've done being intimate with someone, and then they hit you with something, they hit you with like a ton of bricks saying something very derogatory. Why would you wait to after we be intimate with each other to say a certain to voice an opinion on a certain thing. To me, I have a problem with that. And I'm hearing that in a lot of different situations. You know, if someone is being good to you and going out their way and showing you that they care and they love you, we think that 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay. If someone shows you their feelings, show you that they care and genuinely love you, why would you, in turn, show that person something different? The way my makeup is, guys, I cannot speak for you guys, but I'm making this video based on the readings that I do. The way my makeup is, I look at things in a whole nother manner now. I do things because life is so short. And that's how I would hope that you guys do things, because I know most of you that watch my channel are spiritual, living in your purpose. When you have a good heart and you loving from a good heart space, you can't help but to tell someone how you feel about them. You don't think I'm going to hold back this, so I'm going to hold back that. And I never thought that way in my life. And I thank God, because even through the abuse in my relationship, all that I've been through, I can still say that I don't walk around with an angry disposition. I don't walk around and feel like the world is out to get me. I don't walk around afraid to show emotions. But a lot of things confuse Empress Shay Shay. And where the confusion come in at, what type of person, what type of human are you? When someone is showing you that they genuinely care and you equate that on a whole nother level, saying that this person is, I don't even know, like, I guess, to me, what I'm hearing is like, they making you feel bad for showing them true love, basically. And when you show someone true love, you don't necessarily want the person to reciprocate. You probably would like the person to reciprocate. It's normal human feelings for anybody to reciprocate. But if that person is not ready to reciprocate to you guys, you can't get angry for that. But in knowing, maybe the Holy Spirit have put in your heart to tell this person something their own mama ain't even told. Or maybe this person needs to hear that. It's not necessarily that you're trying to control anything or force this person to say something to you or force this person to care about you, because that's ridiculous. But maybe you see that this person is hurt from all the other relationships. And you have succumbed that. So you are like, you know what? I'm going to show this person something that basically no one ever showed them before. Because that's how I'm truly feeling. So if I'm truly feeling that way about you, I can no longer be around you, because if I can't express that to you, it's something wrong with that. Because emotions are human functions. I can see if you walking around here arguing, fighting, cussing folks out. I get that. But what I don't get is that when someone genuinely showing you who they are, why would you reject that? That's not pressuring anybody or trying to manipulate nobody to say something they don't mean. Okay, you don't mean it. Don't say it. Or if you're not feeling the same way,